Our hymn of the day for this Sunday at Grace is called Away From Us, the Demon Cried. It is number 541 in the Lutheran Service Book. And I want to talk to you guys about the text. It's very much related to the readings that we're going to have this Sunday in church and to the overall theme of our service. With a title like Away From Us, the Demon Cried, you're probably expecting at least one of our readings to be related to demons, and you would be correct. Our gospel reading from Luke is the story of Jesus in the country of the Gerasenes. He's sailed there, he gets off the boat, and he sees this man who is possessed. And Jesus commands the demon to come out of this man, and this is the exchange that we get. When the man saw Jesus, he cried out and fell down before him and said with a loud voice, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, do not torment me." For Jesus had commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man. And then Jesus asks him what his name is, and he says Legion, for many demons had possessed the man. And they beg him not to command them to depart into the abyss, but to allow them to enter this herd of pigs. And Jesus allows them to do that. And then the herd of pigs runs down the hill into the sea and is drowned. And that's just a portion of our reading. There's more to it at the end, but I don't want to steal all of Pastor Pierce's thunder, so I'll leave that alone. But in this story, and in the story that actually the first two verses of our hymn are based on from Mark, the demons recognize who Jesus is. They know he's the Son of God, and they know he has the power and authority to make them be quiet and come out. Our first two verses of our hymn are as follows. It says, "Away from us, the demon cried, when Christ the Lord drew near. Our dark, disordered world is lost when you, the light, appear." But Jesus spoke with God's own power. "Come forth," was his command. "For evil cannot bear the light, nor sin the truth withstand." And those last words, "nor sin the truth withstand," help us to transition then from thinking about how Jesus casts out these demons that physically possess people to how Jesus can help to, or not to help, Jesus can cast out these other things in our lives as well, these figurative demons. Our epistle reading from Galatians talks about one example of Jesus casting things out of our lives. It says that before faith came, we were held captive under the law, but now through Christ, we're no longer captive under that law. We no longer have to live in fear and guilt, right? But Jesus, by his blood and by faith in him, Jesus drives out of our lives the guilt and the fear that come with the law. And he replaces them with knowledge that we are justified and safe, right? And have peace with him through his blood. Our verses 3 and 4 of this hymn talk about a couple other things that Jesus casts out of our lives. We pray, "O risen Christ, God's living word, to us we pray, draw near. Come speak the truth that cleanses sin with love that conquers fear. Drive out the doubt that cripples faith, expel our pride, our greed, that we from powers that threaten us may by your grace be freed." And then we get to verse 5. "And having been freed from these things, we pray these words with the author of our hymn. Then help us, Lord, to greet each day with hearts and wills made new. And when you call us forth to serve, to rise and follow you." And the only thing I can say to that is, Amen. We'll see you on Sunday.